up, guys? I just want to make sure that I'm actually recording. And know it has been a while since I've done a video, so let me let you guys know what I've been up to. First of all, let me say that I have been up to moving, and so I moved to California, and that's part of the reason why I have not been posting as much as I want to post. I'm here today because I want to give you guys some information, but I think it's important that I let you know some other information first. And that is that some of you might be wondering why you haven't seen me on cruises. I do have some cruise videos, but I don't have a whole lot. It's not that I haven't been going on cruises. So let me tell you what I have been doing. It's really crazy because I have been posting videos onto my Facebook page. I didn't realize that you couldn't take those videos off and put them on YouTube. So, about 5 years ago, I had a bunch of videos that I did on a couple of cruises, and I put them straight onto Facebook. Since that time, Facebook has erased them. I don't know why. And Facebook has erased them. I haven't been able to find them. I wrote them a letter, and no one really responded. So I said, well, I have to chalk that one off. Last year, I went on a cruise. Actually, for the last 2 years, I've been on cruises. And I did a video and put them straight onto Facebook. This is now on new time. This is a new Facebook now, so I'm thinking I can trust it now. Put it onto Facebook, and turns out that I can't. I couldn't trust it. So because now I can't get the videos off of there. So if you guys are wondering why you haven't seen me on these cruises after some of the advice that I've been giving, and I'm here to give you some more today, it's because I haven't been able to get them off of Facebook. So now I'm going to be recording straight to YouTube. So from this point on, that's what you guys will see. I am pretty much settled into my new home here in the Bay Area, and I moved from Washington, D.C. I'm going to be posting some videos about that as well. But let's get to why we're really here today. You guys are going to see me looking over because I have some notes, and I want to make sure that I don't miss any important information. So I'm here to give you guys some tips on cruise. And I know you see these tips and stuff all the time. I think it's really important to look at more than just one video for tips, because you can get tips from one video and you can get tips, different tips from another video. So I just want to make sure that I cover all of this, especially as I prepare for a group cruise, which is what I'm doing now. I'm doing a group cruise in September on the MSC Divina, and really looking forward to it. So let's get to it. I'm going to try to run through it in the interest of time, but hopefully you guys will pick up on all of it. So tip number one is picking your room, the interior versus the ocean view versus the balcony room. Determine where you want to be on the ship, and this is important because some people might be choosing the back of the ship. Well, you have the engines running at the back of the ship, and if you're a really light sleeper, then that might wake you up. If you go to the front of the ship, there's a lot of movement at the front of the ship, especially on days one and the second to last day, because they are moving a lot of the luggage. Sometimes a lot of the gyms are toward the front of the ship, so there's a lot of movement of people walking up and down the stairs, a lot of noise sometimes. So determine exactly where it is that you want to be on the ship. A big one that I have had to teach myself is to try to use cash whenever possible. When you get to the point where you're checking in for your cruise, and this is maybe up to a month prior to your actual cruise, they're going to ask you to put in a credit card. I say put in cash. Don't fill in the credit card information, and let me explain why. Because when you use cash, that's not like unlimited money. You know that you have $200, $300, $400, $500 to spend, and after that, that's it. It seems as though we monitor our money better when we know that it's cash. So taking cash, I think, is a really good tip. I said in one of my other videos, use a Brita instead of spending money for the water packages. The waters have come down. I don't understand how cruise ships can allow wine, but don't allow water or soda. So I'm a little confused about that, but you can bring your own Brita. Let's see, what else can I talk to you about? What to pack. Not exactly what you're going to pack. I have another video for that. But this is really about saving enough room in your bags. Now, when you are packing for your cruise, you want to make sure you have a small bag, a carry-on. This is also good for the airport. You're going to need a carry-on bag so that if anything happens to your luggage, you still have something to change into. I would put at least 2 outfits in, if possible. 2 changes of underwear, maybe your swimsuit, a pair of flip-flops, stuff that you can get through in case anything happens to your luggage, either at the airport or at the ship terminal. So that's another good thing that you might want to consider. Plan your excursions ahead of time. Versus doing it at the port. This is important, and I'm not really sure which direction to steer you in, and let me explain. Sometimes when you plan ahead of time, it is more expensive if you do it on the ship, if you do the excursion versus doing it at home or doing it through your travel agent. And then there's a part of it that once you get to the port, you can actually pay for it. A lot of people are afraid to do this because, they're not sure about some unscrupulous people that might be around and they might be trying to take your money. These people are there for business. Okay, if you make sure that you go in with a group, for example, and say 6 of you from the cruise get together and you pay for the excursion right there with these people because they're all out there. They're all vying for your attention. They all want your business. You're going to end up paying less than you did on the ship, and you're also going to end up paying less than you would with your travel agent because they want to get you there. It is the exact same excursions. So if this is a chance you want to take, I'm just trying to tell you how you might want to save a little bit more money, and that's one of the ways that you can save a little bit more money. I talked about tipping in one of my other videos. I do not allow them to take the gratuity. It is a gratuity, and when you go to a restaurant, you don't have to tip the server. Is it a nice thing to do? Absolutely. I was a server. I certainly wanted to be tipped. It's always wonderful to tip your server and to be generous. And so I take care of the people who take care of me. Someone who served me in the dining room, or someone who took care of my room, made up my bed. I'm going to make sure I take care of them. So I don't see the purpose of giving a gratuity to the ship, whatever that percentage is, because each one is different, just for them to split it among all of the employees. Yeah, that's not for me. I'll peel off 50, maybe $100, and give it to my room steward. Peel off 50, $100, whatever it is, to give it to my server, someone who took care of me during the whole cruise. What is included? Goodness gracious. Some of you are expecting. Every cruise ship is different, and because we're doing one on MSC, they have different packages. And I don't have that information with me, but they have 3 different tiers. And 2 of the tiers include alcohol, one more limited than the other one. I'm trying to remember the name of them, and I cannot, and for some reason it's not in front of me. All right, so, but everyone doesn't work. Carnival doesn't work that way. Royal doesn't work that way. But MSC does. I'm not a drinker, so when I go there, iced tea and lemonade is fine for me. They're serving that in the dining hall. They're serving that upstairs at the Lido deck, at the buffet. So you can always get yourself some iced tea. You can always get yourself some lemonade. The gym and the sauna, those are included on your cruise. Food is included. Desserts are included. And usually pizza at night, if most ships do this nighttime thing where they serve pizza most of the night or all night long. So that's included. What is not included? Again, alcohol is not included unless you prepay for your alcohol. Specialty dining, there's sometimes they have a steakhouse or a seafood house, or they have Asian dining. That's all specialty dining. There are specialty desserts, and you will pay extra for that as well. And then there are spa packages. So these things are not included in your package. Okay? Let's see. Now we're going to move into a lot of the notes that I have because I'm getting ready for my cruise. I did this video once before, and I tailored it for the people who are going on the cruise. Some of this information I don't need to actually state here. You want to make sure that you have your original birth certificate and passport when you're going on a cruise. That is very, very important. that is very, very important. Don't have a copy of those things, please. You have to have your originals. Checking in online is very important. It will shorten the time that you have inside the ship terminal. I'm trying to rush through this really quickly because I know I'm already on 10 minutes. Try to fly in a day before. That's pretty important so that you don't have to rush. Anything can happen with these flights. Planes are delayed for one reason or another. I know, I work at the airport, and you don't want to stress yourself out, okay? You have to be on board by a certain time, and that ship will leave without you. Make sure you have formal wear, okay? And it can be something as simple, gentlemen, as a black pair of slacks and a nice shirt. I noticed that the ladies get all decked out. I, for one, like to dress up, and so I typically bring something myself that looks like a suit, or something I could dress down, or something I could dress up. I think that we can take a little bit more time for our partners and dress up a little bit. And a pair of black slacks, you can't go wrong. A black shirt or a white shirt, or even with, this is what I recommend if you don't want to bring a lot of clothes. Bring yourself a three-piece suit, gentlemen. And what you do is, for one of the nights that you're dressing up, you don't wear the jacket. And for the second night, you do wear the jacket, and maybe you'll just change your shirt. So you're wearing the same pair of pants, you're switching off between the vest and or the jacket, and then you're going to change your shirt. So this way you're only bringing 2 shirts and 1 suit. Oh, make sure, please, that you bring sunscreen. I burn very, very easily. You see the color I am right now. I am really dark since I moved to California. I've gotten so dark. But I've also burned, and I burn very easily. Make sure you have it. And also sunscreen, I think 50 is what's necessary now. So try to bring that. Motion sickness pills, or things that you can put behind your ear, whatever it is, make sure that you have that. That's very important. One time I got motion sickness on all the cruises I've been on. I've been on about 9, and I didn't even know that I was sick. I was not nauseous. All I kept doing was sleeping, and this was the first day, and I had taken about 3 naps, and after the 3rd nap, I was asking myself, why am I so sleepy? And it turns out I was motion sickness. So although there was no vomiting or nausea or anything like that, I just kept sleeping. And so it looks different with different people. Make sure you carry something with you. A power strip. A lot of the cruise ships, I don't know about MSC in particular. I did Royal. Royal had 2 sockets, and then there was one in the bathroom. And I don't know what MSC has, so we'll have our own power strip this time around. Okay, so this is all the information. Again, I know I went really quickly, but I wanted to get something out there to you guys. I wanted to get something out there to you guys so that things keep popping up on my screen. That's why I keep stopping. I wanted to get something out there to you guys so that you don't think I just completely disappeared. I will be posting my move, 4 days on the road, and it was something else. So I will be posting that as well. I will talk to you guys soon. God bless. Thank you for watching.